Welcome to Gentle Vinyasa Flow Yoga. Today I have a blanket because I'm going to spend some time seated but also some time kneeling. I've got a little flow on the floor for us today, so you might want to grab a blanket if it bothers your knees to be on the floor for a while, on hands and knees and similar poses. No warrior poses today, I don't expect at least. That's different for me because warrior 2 is my favorite pose of all poses, but today some different stuff, some same stuff, some stuff. Starting seated, stacking the spine, lifting the sternum, rolling the shoulders back and down, perhaps rocking side to side to ground our sits bones equally. Letting our eyes softly close, bringing awareness into our breath, just to observe the inhales and exhales at first. Now observe the length of your inhales and your exhales. You might even count to the beat of the music to count the length of your breath. Let's begin to make our inhales and our exhales the same length. Now let's add a pause of the same length after each inhale and each exhale. So it's like moving around a box, inhaling up one side, pausing across the top, exhaling down the other side, pausing across the bottom. And as you pause the breath, we don't clench, we're not holding the breath, we're just pausing. Make it gentle. And as we finish our next round of breath, we'll return to normal breathing. We'll seal our lips. We'll breathe in and out through the nose to build heat. We'll use our Ujjayi breath, making a light constriction in the back of the throat, just to make that breath audible to you. It sounds like the ocean. Let's open our eyes. Let's switch the cross of our legs. Stack the spine. Lift up through the crown of the head with a nice long neck. Inhale. Exhale, dropping the right ear toward the right shoulder. You can rest your hand on your head just to add a little more resistance, a little more stretch, but we're not forcing this. Coming back to center. And we'll sway the left ear toward that left shoulder. Hand is optional. We'll lift back to center. Now with a nice tall spine, drop the chin toward the collarbone, lifting up the back of the head, and lengthening the neck. And we'll lift the chin. We'll drop the head to the right, roll the chin center, roll left, center, roll right, center, and left, and center, and right. Let's lift the head back up and stack the spine, fingertips come down to the floor. We inhale to rise, turning our thumbs back. We exhale to press. Inhale, rise. Exhale, press. One more time with both arms. Next time, just the left arm today. Inhale up and over. Exhale down. Right arm. Inhale up and over. Exhale down. Left side. right side. One more round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now sweeping the left hand behind the body, stacking the spine tall, bringing the right hand to the left thigh. Inhaling tall, exhaling for our twist. Our owl pose. Pausing to inhale again. Exhaling more deeply into the twist, looking over the shoulders perhaps. Relaxing back to center, this time sweeping the right hand behind. Left hand comes to right thigh. Inhaling tall to start, exhaling to twist. Pausing to inhale tall. Exhaling, deepening our twist, looking over the shoulders perhaps. Coming back to center. Bring our hands forward, coming onto our hands and knees. Here's where you might want to have a blanket, cushioning your knees. We begin with our knees under our hips and our wrists under our shoulders. You have that option to make fists here to keep your wrists aligned if that's more comfortable for you. Or slide the shoulder blades down the back. Imagine trying to put your shoulder blades into your back hip pockets. Drawing the navel in and up, trying to use Uddiyana Bandha to activate that core. Imagine if you could pull your navel up and into your ribcage. You can't, but imagine it. That's the movement we're trying to create here. Sliding shoulder blades down the back, lengthening the neck. We're trying to create space between our ears and shoulders. Inhaling, we lift our chest and tailbone into cow pose. Exhaling as we scoop the abs, looking down at our knees, coming into cat pose. Inhaling, lifting into cow. Exhaling, scooping into cat. Now following the breath, you can follow your own breath. When you inhale, lift into cow. And when you exhale, scoop into cat. Let the breath tell you when to move. The next time you finish your round, come back to neutral. In neutral spine, again checking that we're drawing those abs in. We're still sliding our shoulder blades down. Let's slide the right foot back, pull the toes under, gently rock. Float that right foot across, the left foot looking over the left shoulder, pushing the right hip out as we rock on a diagonal here. Now floating that right leg straight behind us, pushing out through the heel, nice active leg. Left arm forward. I said we're going to shake someone's hand, keeping our eyes down so our neck remains aligned with the spine. You can hold here and go to a 45-degree angle if we like, challenging our spinal balance. We'll come back to forward and back. Let's bend that back leg, that left leg, so the sole of our foot faces the ceiling. Let's bring that to the right leg is bent, left hand comes back. See if we can grab that foot or ankle. If we can grab it, we'll kick into the hand. Open the hip a little bit more. If we can't grab it, we'll just keep reaching for it. And releasing back down to hands and knees. At your own breath, at your own pace, cat-cow a couple of times. Really feel how you're mobilizing your spine. Lingering it up. Next time you finish a round, come back to neutral. From neutral, we're sliding the left foot back, throwing the toes under and rocking back. Now we're floating the left foot across the right foot, looking over our right shoulder, pressing the left hip out, and rocking here diagonally. And floating that left leg out behind us, nice and strong. Right arm forward, gaze down, neck long. You can hang out here for spinal balance. We can go to a 45-degree angle for more challenge. Try to hold that Uddiyana Bandha in your core. That will help you stay stable. Coming back to forward and back, bending that left leg, sole of our foot faces the ceiling. Right hand sweeps back. And if we can grab, we kick the foot into the hand, we open up the hip. Release back down to hands and knees. Let's bring our toes together. Sink our hips back to our heels just for a moment into child's pose. To rest our hands and arms. Bringing awareness to our hips and our lower back as we sink back and lengthen and traction the spine. On our next inhale, we'll rise back up to hands and knees. On our next inhale, let's lift that left arm up toward the ceiling. Exhale, sweeping it under. Inhale, lifting it up. Exhale, sweeping it under. This time, inhale, lift. As we exhale, we'll thread the needle. We'll reach right on through. Bring that left shoulder down. We'll rest the left temple on the floor. Getting a nice gentle twist here. You can press into your right hand into the floor to deepen your twist if you like. You can also walk those right fingertips forward. Open the side body more if you like. If you walked your hands forward, let's walk it back. Let's inhale that left arm back into the air. Exhale back down to the floor. Next breath, inhale the right arm up. Exhale, sweep it under. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, sweep it under. This time, inhale up. And as we exhale, we thread the needle, reaching through, bringing that right shoulder down, resting that right temple. We can press into the left hand to deepen our twist. We can walk our fingertips forward. Open the side body and bring breath into these side ribs. Your choice. They're just options. I don't consider one harder or easier. I consider them just two different choices of what you'd like to do today. Bring that hand back in. Together we'll inhale, lift that right arm back up. We'll exhale back down to the floor. From here, keeping our hips over our knees, let's slide our hands forward. Sink our forehead down, coming into puppy pose. Hips up, head down. Finding some nice length in the spine. Sinking the heart toward the floor. So we're not straining the back here, we're just melting it down toward the floor. And from puppy, we're going to slide forward, come to baby cobra. So we're going to zip up our legs and just float our elbows off the floor, engaging the lower back a little bit here. Not hyperextending, just enough to engage. Now we'll bring those elbows under our shoulders and we'll come to Sphinx. Now the lower back can release, the abs can release, and we'll press the elbows down, lifting the chest up. Shining the chest forward. I like to imagine pulling my rib cage away from my pelvis here, using Sphinx to stretch my midsection. Couple breaths in Sphinx. We can slide the hands out and come to seal, pressing ourselves up. Again, I can use my arms this time for a lift. And now we're going to lower down, coming to locust. So option one, we can stack the hands and rest the forehead on the hands. You can also extend your arms back to your sides. You can also imagine squeezing a beach ball between your arms, getting a chest expansion. I'll do that in a little bit, but for now I'm stacking my hands, resting my forehead on my hands. I can also grab my elbows, by the way, and rest my forehead on my forearms. First time we do it, let's zip up our legs and just float our legs up, just enough to engage the glutes and lower back. Again, we're not trying to hyperextend the spine and put a lot of pressure on those intervertebral discs. We're trying to just lift up and engage the muscles of the spine and glutes. Let's relax that down. Next, inhale, I'm going to float my upper body. So my arms, head, and neck. My chest just comes off the floor, just enough to engage. A few breaths here. And I relax back down. We'll do 2 more rounds. You have a choice. You can lift and lower either upper body, lower body, or both together. You can do upper body twice, lower body twice. You can do whatever of these works best for you. I'm going to lift both as I inhale and breathe. Now, I could lift higher, but I don't want to. I don't want to hyperextend. I just want to engage those muscles, build some strength. Relaxing down. And finally, I'm going to show you the chest expansion, squeezing the beach ball and lifting here. And relaxing back down. Let's all leave our right arm on the floor and rest our forehead on that right forearm. Now we can reach the left hand back and grab the left foot or ankle. And then we'll lift that up and we'll lift the chest. And we'll do a half bow here, a supine half bow. So lifting, kicking the foot into the hand. This gives you some more lift. So use that leg kicking into your hand to pull yourself up. The back isn't doing the work here, it's the legs. And release down. All right, now we've got the left arm down, rest the foot on the left hand, on the left arm. We'll bend the right leg, we'll reach back with the right hand, we'll grab that foot or ankle. Now we'll kick the foot into the hand and use that to pull ourselves up. Use your arm, pulling on your foot, lift your upper body. Release, relax it back down. Let's push ourselves back to child's pose and release the back. Sinking the hips. Let's keep it an extended child's pose if that's available to us. Put the arms forward so we can find our breath, find that length in the spine first. We can open our hands as wide as the mat. We can inhale the right hand off the floor and exhale it on top of the left hand. We can inhale and expand the right side ribs and exhale and sink that right hip down. Using our breath to open the right side of the body as we inhale and then sink deeper as we exhale. Next inhale, we're going to float that right hand up and exhale it back over to the right side of the mat. Settle in at center. Find your breath. Find the length of your spine. And then we can inhale the left hand up and exhale it over on top of the right hand. We can inhale to expand the left side body and exhale to sink that left hip down toward that heel. Using our expanding breath to open the ribs and our sinking breath to go lower toward our heels. Let's inhale that left hand up and exhale it back over, settled in at center. And walk our hands back into shoulder width and breathe. Okay, we're going to cut out some of the flourishes and some of the options and variations that we just did. And we're going to go through a series of kind of a pared down series of the poses that we just did. So you'll have places where I might throw an option out at you, but for example, in our locust, you can decide which locust you want to do. If you want to do one leg at a time, we'll alternate legs. Never mind. I was going to say you can do both legs if you want to. Let's not do that today. Let's just start from child's. Inhale, come up to hands and knees. Let's inhale the right arm up first. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, lift the arm. Exhale, back down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Let's slide the hands forward into puppy pose. Then we'll slide the chest forward into baby cobra, floating the elbows off the floor. Then we'll ground the elbows down and lift the chest up, relaxing the midsection, relaxing the back, coming into Sphinx pose. Then we'll slide our hands out and press up using the strength of the arms for seal pose. Now we'll take one locust pose, your choice. Upper body, lower body, or both. I'm going to do chest expansion. I'm going to bring my left forearm forward and bend my right leg first, grabbing my ankle with my hand and kicking into my hand to lift my body for half bow, and releasing down. Bringing the right arm forward, the left hand back, bending the left leg, kicking into it, lifting up for half bow, and pushing back to child's pose. Taking a breath or two. Did I forget anything? Did not forget anything. Let's go through that 2 more times. Let's inhale the hands and knees. Let's inhale the right arm up. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale up. Exhale down. Hands slide forward to puppy pose, sinking the heart toward the floor. We slide our body forward, bring the elbows up, baby cobra. We plant the elbows down, lift the chest for Sphinx. Slide the hands out and press up with our arms. For seal. We come down to our choice of locust. Let's bring the left arm forward, the right hand back for half bow on the right side. And we'll switch. Half bow, left side. We'll relax down. We'll press back to child's pose. Take a breath or two here. Find that length in the spine. We're doing a lot of back bending in this series, so this child's pose is very important for recovery. Inhaling the hands and knees. Pull the abs in, slide the shoulders down. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, reach through, let the needle. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Sliding forward, melting the heart toward the floor for puppy pose. Sliding forward to baby cobra, lifting our elbows off the floor. Now grounding our elbows down, lifting our chest for Sphinx. Sliding our arms out, pressing up for seal. Taking our choice of locust. Bringing the left arm forward, the right hand back to grab the right foot for half bow. Kick into it. Release it down. Switch sides, right arm forward, left hand back, then the left leg. Half bow. Release it down. Engage the core, float the hips up and back. Sinking back to child's pose. And that's a little flow on the floor. Just find the length of your spine. Decompress the spine. Decompress those intervertebral discs. Let's walk our hands in and sit up slowly. Take a moment for the blood to return to the brain before we try to stand. Let's curl our toes under. Let's roll back to the balls of our feet. We can put the blanket aside. Let's inhale, straightening our legs into forward fold. And exhale to sink deeper. Knees can be soft. We're resting our belly on our thighs here. We can grab our opposite elbows for ragdoll, nodding our head yes, shaking our head no, swaying our arms in and out or side to side. Now releasing our fingertips down toward the floor. We're inhaling to lift halfway, coming to flat back. We can rest our hands on our shins, sliding shoulder blades down the back, lengthening the spine. Inhale and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. On the next inhale, we'll circle sweep our arms and rise all the way up. Let's exhale, arms down to our side. Palms forward, starfish hands. Grounding into our feet. Activating our legs, lifting our kneecaps. Using our Uddiyana Bandha to draw the abs in and up. Sliding shoulder blades down, keeping nice and active in the whole body. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, press down. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, press. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, swan dive. Arms out to the side, knees are soft. Inhale, halfway lift, coming to flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle sweep, rise up. Exhale, swan dive back down, soft knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's bring our hands and our thumb to our third eye. Inhale for a little bit of a back bend here. Exhale, we're going to round forward and scoop the abs. Inhale, lift into a tiny back bend. Exhale, rounding forward, scooping those abs in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, scoop it. Coming back to neutral, rising all the way up. Let's interlace our fingers, leave our index fingers pointed. Let's roll our shoulders back and extend the arms up. As we inhale, we lift up and lengthen the spine. As we exhale, we're going to sway to the right. But imagine lifting up and over, not just like chomping into it, but lifting up, flexing over. Almost like there's a bar here that you're reaching over. Finding openness in the left side of your body, bring your breath into that. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling, lifting, swaying to the left side. Opening up the right side of your body. Using breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sway. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sway. One more round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sway. Lift tall. Exhale. Back to center. Arms come out, helicopter arms. Shoulders packed. Imagine a string pulling up to the crown of your head. You're lifting yourself tall, stacking your spine. Inhale. Let's exhale and turn to the right. Inhale, lengthen the spine more. Exhale, turning farther. Lifting the shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Relax back to center. Inhale, tall. Exhale, spiral to the left. Inhale, stack the spine. Exhale, twist. Lean over the shoulder. Finding more range with each breath. Inhale, back to center. Let's exhale and twist right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Let's come back to center. Let's bring hands to heart center. Let's move into another flow. Go to the mountain pose. We'll step back with your right foot. That back knee can stay up for a couple of breaths, or we can bend it and extend it a couple of times. Build some strength. Let's all lower that back knee down. Let's uncurl those back toes so the toenails rest on the floor. Come to our third eye. Inhale, lift, flex. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift, extending the spine. Exhale, curling forward. For 3. For 2. And 1. This time as we come down, let's frame that front foot. So I have my right hand inside my left foot. I'm going to lengthen my spine. And I'll inhale my left arm up. Finding my twisting lunge. I can gaze up. Again, as I inhale, try to lengthen the spine and draw the abs in to make more space to twist. Bring that hand back down. We'll rise up. We can bring hands to the thigh to walk ourselves up, rolling our shoulders back. Keep our arms up. We'll interlace our fingers, point the index fingers. Now we're going to lift. We're going to sway to the left toward the knee that is forward. Not forward, but to the side of the knee that is forward. So went laterally here, but laterally in the direction of the knee that is forward. My tilting lunge here. Rise back to center. Flex. I'm just staying to one side. We'll switch sides later. Inhale to lift. Exhale to flex. Come back to center. Bring our arms out, helicopter arms. Inhale tall. Let's turn in the direction of that knee that is forward. Inhale to expand the spine. Exhale for the twist. Breathe, perhaps looking over that left shoulder. Let's inhale, looking forward. Exhale, turning left. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, turning left. For 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center. We can frame the front foot. We can step the back foot forward and find ourselves in forward fold. Inhaling, we lift halfway. Exhaling, we fold. Inhaling, we rise. Exhaling to heart center. Now stepping back with the left foot to a high lunge. You can hang out here for a few breaths. We can bend and extend the back knee. Just building strength in that back leg. Lower that back knee all the way down to the floor now. Again, if you've got a blanket, you want a blanket under your knee, that's great. It's fine. We're going to uncurl those back toes. We're going to bring our thumbs to our third eye and inhale, the tiny back bend. And exhale, crunching forward. Inhale for the back bend. Now what's going to help you here is if you've got your hip width space between your legs still. So make sure you have distance laterally between your feet for a broader base of support. Inhale and exhale. Will make you more stable. If you're trying to line up your heel with your back leg, it's going to be very uncomfortable. Next time we flex forward, let's bring our hands down and frame the front foot. I've got my left hand now inside my right foot. I'm going to lengthen my spine to start and inhale my right arm up. Taking my twist to the right. Gaze up. Breathe, lengthen the spine. And relax that back down. And I'll walk my hands up to my thigh, rising up. Rolling shoulders back, sweeping arms overhead, interlacing fingers and pointing the index finger. Now this time I'm swaying to the right side. Again, I'm swaying in the direction of the leg that is forward, but I'm just going laterally, just straight to the side. So inhale to lift, exhale to sway. Use breath to expand the side ribs, sink deeper. Hang here for a breath or two. Inhale to rise back up. Exhale to sway. Inhale to lift. Exhale to sway. For 3. For 2. And 1. Rising up. Not the helicopter arms. Again, we're going to turn in the direction of the leg that is forward. Inhale tall. Exhale twist. Breathe and lift. Twisting deeper. Inhale forward. Exhale turn. Inhale forward. Exhale turn. For 3. 2. And 1. Come back to forward. Bring our hands down. Stepping the back foot forward. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, coming in towards center. We just have time to run through that a couple of times. Again, we're going to pare it down. We're not going to repeat things. We're just going to go through all the moves in a flowing kind of way, as though this were a flow class. Oh wait, I think it might be. All right. Back to mountain. We'll step back with the right foot. We'll drop down, uncurl the toes. We'll frame the front foot. We'll inhale the opposite arm up. And up here. And down. We'll walk up. We'll flex. Should have been first. We'll rise, extend up. Flex toward the left leg that's forward. Come back up. Helicopter arms. Turn toward the knee that's forward. We'll come back up. We'll bring the foot. We'll step forward. We'll halfway lift. We'll fold. We'll rise. We'll come to heart center. We'll step back with the left foot. We'll lower down. Coming to heart center. Coming up. Back bend. Coming down, bending the foot. Right arm comes up as we inhale. Comes down as we exhale. Walking up onto our thigh. Rise. We'll sweep the arms up. And we'll sway in the direction of the knee that is forward. We'll inhale to rise. Bring the arms out. Turn toward that direction. Come back to center. We'll step forward. Into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, part center. Right foot back. Lower the knee. Third eye. Baby back bend. Folding forward. Bring the foot. Inhaling left arm up. Exhaling it down. Walking hands up to thigh. Rising, sweeping arms up. Flexing to the side. The knee goes forward. In center. Arms out. Turning toward the knee that is forward, center, bring the foot, step into it, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold, inhale, rise, exhale, heart center, that foot steps back, knee comes down and curl the toes, third eye, baby back bend, holding forward, bring the foot, inhaling right arm up, exhaling it down, walking hands up, rolling shoulders, sweeping up. Lateral flexion to the right, back to center, Arms out, helicopter, turning to the right, back to center, bringing the foot, stepping forward, inhaling to halfway lift, exhaling to fold, inhaling to rise, exhaling to center. Take a breath. Give her a little rest. Let's do a little bit of balance. Let's do dancer today. And if you'd like to grab onto a chair or a stick or something, that's perfectly fine. We'll have some options along the way as well. So we'll start mountain. Roll our shoulders back. Ground into the right foot and sweep that right arm up. Now we're bending the left leg, grabbing the third or ankle. Grab the inside of your arch if you can, much like we did with our bow pose. Now you can hang out here, trying to pull your back heel away from your back side. You can go deeper into dancer. Find yourself a stationary spot to focus on. Inhale and exhale, kicking into your hand, hinging forward. More fully expressing your dancer pose. And rise back up. Release it down. We'll shake it out. Mountain pose. Grounding into the left foot, back in the shoulders, sweeping the left arm up, bending the right leg, grabbing the inside arch, pulling the foot away from the back side. You can stay here. You can find a stationary spot on the floor and kick into your hand and hinge forward to more fully express your dancer pose. And we'll rise back up, release it down, we'll shake it out. All right, time to cool down and stretch. Let's come down to the mat. I think I'll sit on my blanket again because it's here and I can. All right, Vinyasa staff pose. We're going to sit up tall with our legs forward. And the blanket can be very helpful here if you're uncomfortable sitting up with your hips on the floor. So starting from here, I can grab my fingertips, lift my sternum, chine my chest forward, pressing up through my heels, staff pose. A couple of breaths. Begin to press into a forward fold from here. So inhale to lift the front body, lengthen the spine. Exhale to hinge forward. We can bring the hands forward, not down, but forward, so we're not rounding over, keeping a long spine. Inhale and exhale deeper into it. Bring hamstring stretch. And after a couple breaths here, we've kind of, maximized that hamstring stretch. Let's inhale, lengthen, exhale, release and round forward. You can grab your shins, your ankles, your toes, your feet, whatever you like. Let your head just hang. Let the weight of your head hang heavy and sink towards your knees. And get a deeper stretch in your hamstrings. Also stretching your lower back now. Lower back stretch should feel pretty good at this point. Now releasing our feet or toes, sitting back up. Let's bring the soles of our feet together for Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Grabbing our ankles, stacking our spine again, lifting our chest, just pressing forward. Bring up those inner hips, those thighs. Relax. We'll cross our legs. Whatever is comfortable for you is fine. If you'd like to do pigeon with your shins stacked, knee over ankle, ankle over knee, that's an option. But whatever you choose to do is fine. We're going to inhale tall. Exhale. Now we're going to release and round over, walking our fingertips out. Now take your time here. Don't rush this. Don't force it. Just breathe and sink. We always say listen to your body. It will tell you how far you can go and how fast you can get there. you're patient, your body will give you more range of motion. You'll be able to inhale and exhale, sinking deeper, lowering your chest further towards your shins, walking your fingertips further out perhaps. Just breathe and relax into it. Remember, it's those exhales that really give you some more range of motion sometimes. Walk our hands back in. Whatever you're doing, just switch the cross. Same thing on the other side. Other leg comes on top. Inhale tall. Exhale. Release forward, round over, take your time. Now this side may feel different from the other side. That's normal. It's not good or bad, it's just normal. Breathing and sinking deeper. Listening to the body. Walking your hands back in, we're sitting up. Just catch your breath. Let's come to kneeling. And let's bring the right foot forward and slide the left foot back. Opening up that left hip and stretching those left quads. Let's bring our hands to our right thigh. Lifting the chest, inhaling tall, exhaling, sinking forward and down. Stretching quads and hip flexors here. Feel free to put the blanket under your knee. That's what it's there for. And we'll press back, touching hamstrings, so we're straightening that front leg, keeping a long spine, and trying to fold our chest toward the thigh. Not overstressing those hamstrings, just feeling that stretch, breathing and sinking deeper as we can. And then shifting back forward, lifting the chest. If we don't lift the chest, we lose some of the stretch in the hip here, so try to keep the chest lifted, spine tall. And we'll sink back, stretch hamstrings, long spine. Couple of breaths, sinking on the exhales. Let's bring that right leg back. We'll step the left foot forward. We can slide that left foot further forward or walk that right foot further back to find the openness we need to feel a stretch in that right hip and the right quads. Let's walk our hands back up to the left thigh. Let's inhale tall. Exhale and sink into it. Inhale and exhale, sinking on those exhales. Opening up that right side hip and quads. Now pressing back, straightening front leg, flexing the front foot, long spine. Inhale and exhale, trying to fold the chest toward the thigh. Breathe, sink. Now walking forward once again. Lifting the chest, sinking forward and down. Opening the back hip, stretching those quadriceps, that's the front of your thigh. And then pressing back once more. Folding the hip. Pressing the chest down. Bring that left leg back. We'll just drop to one hip and we'll swing our legs around. And if you're on the mat, go ahead and bring your heels to the top of your mat. Come back to our Vinyasa, our staff pose for a moment. Now we're going to roll down to the floor. You have a couple of choices. You can just stack your spine, extend your arms forward and tuck and roll down one vertebra at a time. You can also hang on to one leg and roll yourself down with a little more control this way. Your choice, coming onto our backs. Once we're on our backs, Draw the knees in, each hand grabs the knee, we stir like egg beaters. We reverse it. Coming to stillness now, let's extend and release the left leg out and down. With the left hand, we'll grab the right thigh. Now, shoulders are grounded. We're pulling the right leg across to the left side of the body, rolling onto the left hip, extending the right arm out to the side, and looking over the right shoulder. Just relaxing and melting into this spinal twist. Never forcing it, just breathing and sinking. Now coming back to center, we can hug both knees in and roll both legs together in a circle 3 times one direction. And reverse and go 3 times the other direction. And then coming to stillness, we can extend and release that right leg out and down. The right hand grabs the left leg. Shoulders are still grounded. Pull that left leg over. That left arm goes out to the side. The head turns to the left. We're rolling onto our right hip. And we're just breathing and sinking and melting. Coming back to center, let's plant both feet and let's do a nice, smooth, slow, articulating bridge just to release the spine one more time. So on your back with your shoulders grounded and your feet grounded and your heels ideally close enough to your backside that you can brush the heels with your fingertips. Inhale and scoop your abs and curl your spine. Peel your spine off the floor one vertebra at a time, lifting up. Then from the top of your spine, roll it down one vertebra at a time. So we're really articulating the spine. So scoop the abs, peel the sacrum up, roll up the spine one vertebra at a time. Inhale. Exhale to roll down one vertebra at a time. Inhale, peel it up. Imagine unzipping a zipper. Then roll it back down. Zipping it back up. Once more. And down. All right. Let's draw our knees into the chest and bring our arms in between our knees. We can grab the arches of our feet. If you prefer, you can grab the outside edge. For happy baby, bringing soles of the feet toward the ceiling, drawing knees down toward the floor. Trying to stack the ankle over the knee, trying to roll the whole spine down onto the floor. You can rock side to side. Gently releasing any tension in the back. Now coming to stillness, we can release our legs out and down, moving toward our Shavasana, our final relaxation. So take up as much space as you want to with your legs. Let your arms float down to the floor, palms up. And softly close your eyes. And let's just feel the weight of the body today as we ground down into the floor or mat. You may need to adjust your hips or your shoulder blades or your head to find that comfortable length in your back and neck. Go ahead and do that if you need to. And as you do that, you'll become more aware of where your body touches the floor, where you really feel grounded and supported. And with that awareness that you're fully supported and grounded, you can just let everything relax and just melt down toward the floor. There should be no effort. There's no effort in your body at all. You're just supported, relaxed, melting and sinking We bring our awareness back to the breath, inhaling and exhaling, trying to focus on that breath to help clear the mind. And if any other thoughts wander through, like your laundry list or your shopping list or your whatever you have to do, just observe them and let them go. Come back to your breath, the awareness of the inhales and the exhales, the breath passing in and out of your nose, your chest expanding and sinking. And let that breath take you deeper and deeper into your Shavasana. Whenever you feel ready, you can begin to deepen the breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Move your wrists and ankles. Rock your head from side to side. And then we can bend our knees and plant our feet a little wider than our hips, perhaps mat width if you're using a mat today, so that your knees are falling inward. You can gently sway the knees from side to side and let them just rise and fall like the ocean waves crashing on the shore. And And then we'll roll on to one side, stacking one hip over the other, stacking one shoulder over the other, resting the head on the arm. Stay here for a couple of breaths. And then with as much ease as possible, we'll press ourselves back to our comfortable seated position. Rounding our sits bones, stacking our spine, packing our shoulders back and down. Let's bring hands to heart center. We spent a lot of time low today on the floor, so it's been a very grounded practice. So hopefully you take that sense of grounding with you through your day. And I'll offer you the second agreement from the 4 agreements as another way to help you stay grounded, which is to not take anything personally. To understand that when others are critical of us or unkind to us, it's very often more about them and not about us. We can just let that go. Keep our peace of mind. And with that, the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.